UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. I am your intrepid host, coming to you from an undisclosed location somewhere deep in the heart of the Santa Monica Mountains, LA Marzulli. And thanks for joining us here. This is our special UFO update. If things pick up, there'll be more than one update per week. But right now, this is what's happening, and we'll get into that and so much more. But first, a word from our trusted sponsor. Folks, I'm a proud American, and that means if you come after me or my family, I'll be ready. That's why I rely on my PATRIOT supplies. Folks, their mega 3-month emergency food kit comes jam-packed with 33 favorites of filling and delicious foods. Folks, we have them here. We have them here and we have them in Oklahoma. Not only does that include creamy chicken-flavored rice, old-fashioned Italian spaghetti, and savoring cheesy broccoli soup, but you'll also get a bonus protein kit with diced beef, flavorful chicken chunks, and 3 varieties of beans, plus 9 different fruits, vegetables, and snacks. Wow. All in all, this emergency food kit provides a whopping 2,500 calories per day to keep you well-fed and ready for anything. Folks, the way I see it, it's my solemn duty as an American to protect my family without waiting on handouts. And that starts with food you can depend on for up to 25 years. Let me just stop you here and talk about this just for a second. Folks, I've got a lot of canned stuff in our root cellar, and I get that. But here's the deal. With my Patriot Supply, you don't have to recycle stuff every 3 to 4 years or whatever, because the shelf life of canned food is only, 3, 4, 5 years? This way, you've got a 25-year shelf life, which is absolutely incredible. Anyway, folks, go to foodwithla.com. That's go to foodwithla.com. Go to foodwithla.com. Save $300 on your mega 3-month emergency food kit. Folks, it ships fast and free. We've done it, and I've got peace of mind because if something does happen, we've got food in the waiting. I just want to thank Gay Lee for sending this to me. They are based in Dallas, Texas, Gay Lee and her husband, and they're friends, and sometimes if we're in Dallas, they'll come to the conference and help us at the table and stuff like that. But she's sort of a watchwoman, and she sent me this, and this is where we are in 2024. And I'm going to get into this. So what we have here is a typical alien with a pumpkin, and then we've got a UFO with a cow being abducted, basically a cow mutilation. What this does, in my opinion, is it takes the overwhelming nefarious agenda, which is, in our opinion, connected with these images. This is called enculturation. In other words, you're looking at this and your kids are out there and, oh, isn't that cute? The cow's being abducted. Nonsense. We created a film, Gil Zimmerman and I, on this, the cattle mutilations. I believe it's the number 6 in the series. It's the darkest film I've ever worked on. I mean, it's the calling card of darkness. It's looking into Hell's Kitchen, as the late Russ Dizdar used to say. Here's another one, another shot. You can see the alien holding a skull. And this is all supposed to be good and fun. Let's go back to the first one again, the cow being abducted. I want to get into this. I'm going to show you the trailer from the cattle mutilation film. And without any further comment from me, I'll raise up to loquitur. I'll just let the thing speak for itself. Here we go. Okay, so we've got the film on cattle mutilations. Here's the new book, Rungs of Disclosure. This is on page 99, the 8th rung, cattle mutilations, right here in the book. And you can see the image on the screen on camera 2 here. Cattle mutilations, Tucker Carlson. Something is going on. 6 cows in Texas found dead and mutilated with their tongues cut out and have left police searching for answers. By the way, that's CBS Miami. That was in 2023 when Gil Zimmerman, my business partner, co-director and producer of all 10 of our UFO films, this was a very intense film for both of us to do. And we were unnerved at what we've discovered, and we want to thank Chuck Sikowski for basically setting up some of those interviews, most of those interviews actually, and of course coming on the record himself. You should go to his site, ufonut.com, ufonut.com. Cattle mysteriously found dead with their tongues cut out and no trace. 6 mutilated cows found dead with their tongues cut out. What's killing Texas cows, removing their tongues and sex organs? Officials don't know. Mystery, as 6 cows found dead with their tongues cut out by Texas highway. What's killing Texas cows, removing their tongues and sex organs? Officials don't know. Now, the reason why I'm throwing this out, this was national news. Usually, we don't get any of this. It's buried. In fact, ranchers are at the point where they don't say anything anymore. So here's another one. April 23rd, 2023, 6 cows in Texas found dead and mutilated with their tongues cut out and have left police searching for answers. Strange Harvest, this of course was by Linda Moulton Howe. I saw this in the 90s when I was coming into ufology and studying the phenomena with all of its different facets. And I was just blown away by this. And it was at the point where I could watch 5 to 10 minutes of her film at a time. And there's nothing in your grid system that prepares you for this. Nothing in my grid system which prepared me for what I was looking at with Strange Harvest. Very, very unnerving. Well, it's continuing. It's continuing. And in our film, we talk about this. In the book, I talk about this. Why? Because it's one of the rungs of the ladder of disclosure. Folks, we are, and I'm going to boast here and brag a little bit, we are one of the few Christian ministries that deal with this. And people go, well, what does this have to do with salvation? It has nothing to do with salvation. It's the deep end of the pool is what it is. It's the deep end of the pool. Our mission statement: to expose the deception of the prince of the power of the air and to herald the return of the King Jesus. We may be in a window of time because of everything that's happening where that may happen sooner than later. Don't know. That's conjecture. It's speculation on my part. But if you're honest, things are not getting better, are they? Things are getting worser. And I use that word deliberately. But they are. They're getting much worse as time continues. Let's move on here. Because the church is anemic and many Americans are asleep, there is little to no pushback in search for the truth. This was great. It's published by Charisma Media. The graphic there is incredible. And folks, I want to go back to the very beginning here. So the passerbys will look at that and go, wow, that's kind of cute, isn't it, honey? It's not cute at all. And that's why we made the film. That's why we made the film. Let me just show you this one thing again. So when you go to Strange Harvest, and the blood is completely drained from the animal, completely drained from the animal. Sex organs are cored out. Tongues are missing. This is not this happy little Halloween deal that unfortunately this person is putting up on his lawn. It's not. It's a very nefarious agenda. And just to cut to the chase, in my opinion, and just so you know, the blood of cows can be used in human transfusion. I'll say it again. The blood of a cow can be used in a human blood transfusion. I'm not making this up. Google it. It's been approved by the MAA, American Medical Association. So we believe that the blood and the organs and the tissue are used to create artificial wombs. We write about it in the book, Rungs of Disclosure. Folks, I can't make you do anything, but it's time to do your homework. It really is. It's time to do your homework. Why? Because this phenomena is real, burgeoning, and not going away. If you've got a UFO story, if you've got pictures, send them to me, la@lamarzulli.net, la@lamarzulli.net. Don't get confused with Starlink because it's out there. People see Starlink and think it's a UFO. It's not. But there are lights in the sky, and people are seeing them in numbers that I've never seen before. Thanks so much for watching, folks. We've got Rungs of Disclosure. Check it out. LAMarzulli.com, LAMarzulli.com. Do your homework. And this might sound like hype to some of you, but it's not. This may be the most important book I have ever penned because I think we're in a window of time where things are heating up. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again with more information soon. Hey folks, Elliot Marzulli here. I've got book number 14 coming out. It's being published by Charisma Media. It's called Rungs of Disclosure. Let me whet your appetite. What is it, 77 years ago, something happened in Roswell, New Mexico? Was it really a weather balloon or was it something else? Folks, one of the very first chapters in that book delves into the whole Roswell event. What I think happened there was a cover-up, and it began the deliberate obfuscation that continued until 2017. And Tucker Carlson asked Commander David Fravor, in your opinion, what was this tic-tac-shaped UFO that you saw? Commander David Fravor looks right at the camera and says, whatever this was not from this earth. That's the nexus. That's the beginning of the Rungs of Disclosure book. I think it's the most important book I've ever penned. Go to lamarzulli.com, lamarzulli.com. You can pre-order the book, save $5, and that book will be autographed by yours truly. Don't forget, folks, UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. In my opinion, this is the coming great deception that Jesus warns us about.